Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. Today is part 4 and the final part to building Lego set 10341, the NASA Artemis space launch system. And so far, we've got the whole entire launch pad done. I will try to show it a little bit better here. There you go. There's the bottom of it. And there is the rest of it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras here. And we're just going to go ahead and get cooking on this. We got 6 bags left, which, speaking of 6 bags, we've got bags 1 through 21 done. That's the launch pad. And now we got to build the actual rocket. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, let's just slam this thing together. And as Larry the Cable Guy says, we'll get her done. Because we're going to get her done tonight. So, hey, John. And hello, Greg. And Greg, you're at a really fine restaurant, let me tell you. Whew. All right. Oh, it is messy, John. It's a hot mess over here. And when I say hot mess, I mean hot as in hot. It is 88 degrees outside, which means today is the first time that I have turned on the air conditioner, because up here in this loft, it is hotter than a firecracker, let me tell you. And so I took a nap. More on that. I just woke up maybe about 30 minutes ago. And yeah, I've been struggling to stay awake since being awake. I'm struggling to stay awake and stay cool since I've been awake, because I just wasn't paying attention to weather controls, climate control in the house, because, well, I was sleeping. So, but more about that. I got to admit, I had a terrible night last night sleeping. For some reason, I couldn't sleep to begin with. And every time I started to doze off, Gertie started barking. And I don't care where Gertie's at in the house or outside, you can hear it, because she has a very loud bark. So she just kept waking me up over and over. And actually, I can't even say woke me up, because I didn't even doze off, really. I didn't. So, and I was laying in bed trying to sleep when I heard my son get up. It's about 5:30 in the morning to go to work. And I get up at 7:15. So I just knew. I knew at that time, I was like, you know what? Try to sleep the best you can, but it's probably not going to happen. And it didn't. I never dozed off once in laying in bed for 7 hours. So I got up and went to work, and it was a very crazy time at work. I had trouble staying awake. My boss had very little for me to do. So she's like, why don't you watch a bunch of training videos? And let me tell you, when you're dead tired, watching training videos is probably the last thing you should do or need to do. And so I watched videos until lunchtime. And at that time, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I told my boss, I said, look, I hope you don't mind. I really got to go. And she didn't care. So, wow, they did this to me last time. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. I've got the pieces. And I'm going to catch up here on comments in a second. I do see them going off. And, Greg said he had a 30-piece. That's awesome, dude. And he made it a large, and he had a frosty lemonade. You know, I love their frosty lemonade. Their lemonade's so good. I will admit that is one of my things is Chick-fil-A. However, yesterday when I was in Civilization, Spencer wanted some, what was it, Popeyes. So we went and got Popeyes. And the air conditioner just came on. I'm sorry if it gets a little bit loud, but I don't want to roast up here, so I'm going to keep it on. I'll just try to talk a little louder if it's bad. And let's see. Miss Chip is saying yummy to Chick-fil-A. And yes, that is definitely Mrs. Chip's spot. She loves Chick-fil-A, and so do I, actually. So it's all good. And John said, final stages of finishing the Saturn V. I'm finishing up the stand. That's awesome, dude. Send me some pictures, John, if you would, when you're done there. I'd love to see it. And Sorry, I'm trying to get everything together. So let's talk about yesterday. Wait. One more comment. John says he had a terrible night sleeping due to the dog leaning up against me. And yes, John, that is one of my pet peeves about dogs when they do that, because they don't hold still. My goodness, what's wrong with them things? They're cute. We love them, of course, but boy, sleep's important. And sleep is underrated in my opinion. Oh, so a little bit of what I did today, or not today. It was over the weekend. I took some time to watch these live streams, and not all of them, but just some of them, for this rocket, the Artemis rocket. And I realized that I kind of I completely spaced over talking about the Artemis program itself. And I guess I just kind of assumed everyone knew, and maybe everyone doesn't know. I did think of some jokes about the Artemis program. However, I'm pretty sure these jokes would get me banned off YouTube permanently. So I will not engage in those jokes. I will just tell you what the Artemis program is. The Artemis program is NASA's aim to put mankind back on the moon and to establish a permanent residence there, like a colony. Well, I don't want to call it a colony, but a station up there. And I do think it's a cool idea. I'm pretty sure it's expensive as it'll get, but yeah, that's kind of the plan there. And so if you didn't know, that was the Artemis program. That is the Artemis program. And the Artemis program in 2025 is the scheduled launch to get people on the moon again for the first time in, 50 years or more? I don't remember. 60 years? But anyway, long enough. And Greg says, Chick-fil-A and Whataburger is my places. And referring to dogs, he says they hog up the bed. And you know something? I couldn't agree more. They do. I put Gertie outside. I'm babysitting Gertie right now. And as much as I like Gertie, she is a pain in the rump. Okay. So there we have it. I'm sure we're going to build the rest of it here. So let's and I do think it's kind of cool. I mentioned this before about Lego, that I really like the fact that Lego sets can be different things at different times. And this is definitely one of those times. This right here originally was a beehive. The first time it was introduced to a Lego set. And since they've made them this color, they've made them pink. They've made a couple different colors. And they're used for different things. And now they look like rocket boosters. And I agree, they do. So I really am impressed with that. And believe it or not, we are already done with the bag. So let's go ahead and let's just keep cooking on this. And yeah, I laid out. Well, I didn't really lay them out. I opened all the bags. I don't like the noise that it makes while doing this, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't like it either. So I decided to lay them all out before the stream. Let's see. And this dark orange color is one of my favorite Lego colors, actually. It's the main color of the Grand Lion Hotel, actually. And these are different pieces than what I use for the Grand Lion Hotel. So there's no danger of me using these pieces for that purpose. And the Zelda Deku tree has been revealed today. I saw that. Actually, I saw it yesterday because I guess it was leaked prematurely. But nonetheless, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it looks pretty cool. I used to play Zelda as a kid on my Nintendo. I used to play it. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, I still have my Nintendo. And I still have Zelda. And I did fire it up probably about a year ago and played it for about, an hour or so, It's just hard because, when I was a kid, I used to be able to sit down and play video games forever and a day. And nowadays, I just don't have the attention span like I used to. And John, 64,000 question, will you go see Zelda movie? I don't know, John. I haven't really looked at the previews yet. I will admit, my problem with movies these days, and again, I don't like getting political, so I won't get political, but I will state my opinion here. I don't like movies when they bring politics into it, because the whole reason that I go see a movie is to get away from everyday life. And if all they're going to do is try to preach at me and how they think the world should be, I'm not interested. And so that's a turnoff for me. So if they do that, John, if I see that in the previews, I'm not going to go see it. But I have not seen the previews, so I don't know if they're going to do that. It's a 2-in-1. Well, that's awesome, dude. There's a 3-in-1 coming out. It's a city set. I think they called it a modern house, which in my neck of the woods, the modern house is a joke. And maybe I should tell that story, maybe later. John, my Alex Keating Batman came in today, 4K steel book. Now that's a classic. All right. Let's see if we can keep this moving along. I think it's funny how they use the two separate slopes here, but then the next one they use the slope that's one piece. All right. It's going to be a big old rocket. Top Gun 3 is officially in. Really? Oh, man. I'm behind on my movie news. I liked the Top Gun they came out with, Maverick. It's finally one of the few movies that didn't have too much woke crap in it. And yeah, I said woke crap because I don't like it. Like I said, I watch movies to get away from everyday life, not to be preached at about how bad everything is and all that. Because I'll be honest, I don't share the view that this country's awful. I actually think this is a wonderful country. I love living in this country, so I don't share that view. Excuse me. All right. So we are getting it done. We are almost done with another bag. Can you believe that? And I do. I'm excited. I just want to get this done. And oh crap! I didn't. Oh yes, I did do it right. Never mind. That was cost myself time because I did something wrong. But no, it's kind of like that old saying. I thought I was wrong once, and then just found out I was mistaken. I'm just kidding. That's meant to be funny. All right. Oh, shoot. Well, I did make a mistake, but I'm going to fix that real quick. Let's do this right here. Okay. We have a few extra pieces, but It could have just spilled over from the other stuff. Bag 24 is next, so let's slide that over here. And let's get her done. Can't wait for the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. Awesome. Is Tom Cruise still doing those Mission Impossibles? I don't really know. I haven't watched them in a long time. But related to this build, I am excited to see the Artemis program move forward, and I hope that it is a success. I think it'd be cool to have a permanent station on the moon. And actually, as a kid, I dreamed of us as in the U.S., colonizing Mars. And I won't share what they are, but I had some pretty wild ideas of how to do that. I don't think they'd work now that I'm older. That's why I won't share them, because it's kind of embarrassing, because that was my 10-year-old mind fantasizing, believing that I could solve that problem. So anyway, Jenny, or Mrs. Chip, asks, how is Gertie and how is Enzo? Enzo is laying right next to me. Gertie, I've had enough of, so I threw her outside, and she's going to remain outside this whole entire stream, because she is just, after having a sleepless night, I got to admit, I was so mad at her today, because like, I'm at work, I'm trying to concentrate, I'm having trouble concentrating because of the amount of barking and stupid scratching and everything else she did last night. And of course, you know, it wasn't enough just for her to scratch. She had to lean up against my bedpost and do it, which meant my whole entire dang bed was shaking. And I guess that's why I'm upset with her, because it just, I thought it was senseless, and I didn't think it was necessary. But Gertie thought it was, and every time I was watching the video, and because videos for training for work, I was so tired that every time she barked, it startled me. And I was startled many times today. It got old real quick. And I don't mean to turn this into a therapy session or me just complaining, but it was pretty miserable today. And I'll be honest, it really was. It wasn't until I laid down for my nap that I'm feeling better now. And how's Enzo? Enzo's doing pretty good. He's been a bit on the annoying side too, but I don't think that's necessarily all him. I think it's because I didn't get much sleep last night, and I'll be honest, man, when I don't get much sleep, I'm a real bastard to deal with. And I know that. Mrs. Chip will attest to that. At least she better not. So yeah, I didn't get much sleep, so it just wasn't a good day. But what was a good day, I forgot to tell you my weekend. Spencer and I, we went down to Civilization, and which is Ogden, Utah. It's about an hour and 20 minutes from here. And what started that trip was, number one, I had money from Bricklink sales. So it was burning a hole in my pocket, so it was time to go down there. And then the other thing that I did was, excuse me. Wait a minute. So the reason I decided to go down there, I wanted to go down there Saturday, but it was raining. And I wanted to grab plywood, but it was raining, and you can't get plywood wet. Or you can, but I don't like to. So I decided to go down there Monday for that. But then over the weekend, as I was checking everything, it's kind of silly, but everything I had was running out. Like, I was almost out of toothpaste. I was almost out of deodorant, almost out of shampoo. I was just out of just about everything. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go down there. So we headed down to Ogden, and we got some electrical supplies, got plywood for the shelves, and then got Popeyes, like I said. Let's see. Oh, okay. So they're talking about this right here is meant to interact with sunlight on the real rocket, the actual orange instead of the dark orange. That's interesting. And, was that supposed to be a ×2? It was supposed to be a ×2. Oh boy. Well, let me go back and do a ×2. But Enzo's, I think he's actually been pretty good today. Like I said, I'm just tired. So it's really, I think it's me just being grouchy more than him being any sort of way. I think it's just me. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, who believes that line anymore? But anyway, yeah, so that's that. And I came home last night. We got home at 5:30, and I decided to work on the electrical. And so I have all my outlets out there in the shop. They're not live yet. I forgot to buy 2 of the specialized covers because I have regular outlets out there, and then I have the ones that you can plug your cell phone charging wire into. So I needed 2 of those special outlets to cover the cell phone charging. I did not have them. So therefore, on my lunch today, right before I went to bed, well, actually, it wasn't my lunch. I quit work, and at lunchtime, I headed over I was at the post office, over to the hardware store in town, one of the 2, and I bought those covers. And there you go. I was able to get it done, and then I didn't do it on my lunch because I was too tired. I went to bed, but like I said, I got up about half an hour before the stream, so I went ahead and installed those outlet covers. So I plan on making that live hopefully tomorrow after work. I don't know. There's not going to be a live stream, by the way, for a little bit, and we'll get into that. I'm going to catch up on comments here. Rue is on the cute side today. Awesome. I'm glad she's not on the annoying side. Trust me, I really do. Gertie's rubbing off on him. Yeah, she is. Trude on Top Gun 3. I want Top Gun Kobe brick sets. You know something? I ran into someone the other day. I don't remember who it was. Oh, yes, I do. It was my neighbor's son, Brady. He's a friend of mine, and he's in the military. So he told me he likes Kobe bricks, and he bought the Abrams and the Bradley tanks through them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't understand Lego's conundrum there, where they say, oh, well, we don't believe in war and violence, but yet they've got Star Wars. They have the soldiers from Indiana Jones, which were Nazis. So, yeah. And they got the Russian soldiers in the Lego set with the crystal skull. Anyway, it's very hypocritical. It's basically, yeah, they don't believe in violence unless they can make money off of it. That's the message that I got. But anyway, they leave a big hole in that community because they don't make military sets, and there's a lot of people like Brady who work for the military, and they enjoy and would like to have something that they personally know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do wish Lego would get off their high horse and make military vehicles. I think they would make a heck of a lot of money. Okay, a few extra pieces here. they're re-releasing the Blazing Saddle movies in a nice set. Okay. I mean, I'm surprised they are because of Blazing Saddles not being politically correct. And I mean, I liked the movie and I loved it. And anyway, all right. So we got the main part of the rocket done now. We got to put a sticker on here. So let me try to get the sticker, not botch it. So 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It doesn't want to work with me. Let's get it back. Oh, there you go. Okay. So we put this little sticker right here. Oscar the Grouch. Lego reminds me too much of Disney. Yeah, they kind of are becoming like a Disney, to be honest. And I mean, look, all right. Call me far out there, but here's my opinion of it. When Lego builds any other set, any set at all, like let's say, for instance, when they make the women's soccer, they did make a women's soccer thing. They knew right off before they made it that a certain segment of the population was going to love it and some were not. Same thing with any other set. They know there's like hardly any sets that are 100% universal across the board. Everyone's going to love them, right? But they build them anyway. Why? Because they know that enough people are going to like them that they're going to make money. So why don't we apply that radical idea to military vehicles and just understand that there are some people that no matter what will never like war and what it represents and conflict. They just never will. And they'll never buy your sets if you make those. But also keep in mind that there's a large segment of the population that will buy them. Why not? Let's have a radical idea here. Exactly why I'm buying it now. I never saw it, so I might as well get it. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got booster rockets after this. Yeah, you're right, John. John makes a very important point. He says that here's the deal. Would you rather have a reasonably priced set? I bought the F-22 Raptor kit for $78. Same kit made by Lego will be double. And you know what, John? You are exactly right. I'm not going to sit here and try to argue that. Lego tends to be overpriced on a lot of things. Not everything. I mean, they have some. Don't get me wrong. I do set reviews all the time, and I do feel that some of them are reasonably priced. But then there's the ones, especially the Disney ones, like Star Wars, that have that Disney premium, as people call it, and you end up paying a lot more for the per piece because of the Disney premium. So I do hear you, John. It's not always they're not always reasonably priced. All right, let's make sure I'm not messing up because I want to make sure I get this done. And I'll tell you what, man, building just a regular rocket instead of the little smaller pieces that we were for the stand, or the rocket, whatever base one we call it, launch pad, it's going a lot faster. Which is good because I want it to. I also want them to re-release Three Amigos. I never saw that one. You didn't see Three Amigos? Oh, man. I love that thing. My favorite part is when he gets shot, you're using real bullets, aren't you? So, Yeah, of course they are. They're gangsters. But anyways, but you'd have to watch the whole movie to understand that line. Okay, so we've got the booster rocket, the majority of it done. The top here seems to be lacking something. So let's go ahead and let's get this next bag going. And this is the second to last bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we do it right, because I don't want to do it a second time. Although it makes John laugh when I have to do stuff a second time. Okay, we got to put another little sticker on. And these might slow me down a little bit, because it looks like there's stickers to go around. Did you build any of the standoff? No, I did not. No, all of it was done on camera. All of it. That's why it took. That's why it took 3 streams, just to build the stand, and another one to build the rocket. So, oh shoot, I gotta put that on there first. I'm actually happy to see NASA doing things, because, I think it was President George Bush, the second one, the son. I think he was the one that put the kibosh on the space shuttle program. Oh snap! I don't even know what that means. Okay, well. I mean the instructions, not George Bush. I know exactly what that means. Oh, okay. So we got to flip it around, and then we got to put. Okay, I got you. I got the instructions now. Yeah, for whatever reason, President George Bush, when he was president, canceled the space shuttle program, and that always made me. I never liked it. I thought that. Private space exploration programs are cool. However, I think the government should still have their hand in it. There's been a lot of good inventions that have come out of the space program. So I was sad to see it stop. Not only that, I grew up with the space shuttle program ongoing. So, all right. John, I'm lacking the comedy genre. 2 other movies I never saw were Blues Brothers. Oh, what? No, you haven't seen Animal House? Oh, John, you've got to watch Animal House. That is a classic. Oh my gosh. Actually, I thought about watching that yesterday. I saw a meme on the internet and I thought, oh man, I should go watch that, but I didn't. So, by the way, these side booster pieces, it says that they only last for about 2 minutes, and then they separate from the core. So yeah, let's get this done. I do like to read the little things that are on the little packaging here. Tell me little bits and pieces about the Artemis program. So I promised a couple things when we're talking that come back to it. So let me come back to a couple things. No live streams for a while. That's because the what do you call it? The Notre Dame, whatever you want to call it, does not get released until June the 1st. I will be purchasing it on June the 1st if it's available. And when it arrives, I plan on doing that on live stream. So that will be the next live streams. There is a Modern House 3-in-1 that's coming out June 1st, I believe. And that one will be videos, but I'm going to be doing that one too. Okay. Let's make sure. Bushes killed the F-14, F-22, and the space shuttle. They did. I'm trying to expand my horizons. I would love them to come out with an airplane series in 4K. Oh, airplane, that'd be fun, dude. I love airplane. I'm not gonna lie. Those are great movies. Just excellent movies, actually. Okay, so it looks like this needs to be down nestled in here. So let's get it in there. Okay, there we go. And okay, so if it's this way, I'm going to make sure that I'm getting this right. It looks like it needs to go this way. There's a little line in here, and you got to line that up so that all the holes are correct. So I'm just trying to, yeah, that's, oh, no. That is not how it goes. Greg says he sent me a pic. All right, Greg, my phone's over there charging, so I won't get it until after the stream. Solid rocket boosters, they were part of the shuttle. They were. Indeed, they were. So again, they don't show me what directions they're supposed to go, so I'm assuming direction doesn't matter on this. It does not feel like 7 o'clock in the evening to me. Of course, I took a large nap today, so yeah, go figure. And I was talking to Mrs. Chip a little bit when I woke up. That shop's coming together very nicely, guys. I'm very, very happy with it. The only thing that's the part that I'm doing right now is going really fast, but after I get done with the walls, there is not going to be any action on them for a while. And that's mainly because, well, once I get done with that, everything's expensive. Getting insulation in the roof's going to be expensive because I got to pay for a scissor lift and rent it so I can get up there. And then from there, I also need to install, or have installed, because I ain't doing it, heating and air conditioning in there, which is going to be expensive little bugger. So there's going to be a lot of progress on it here in the meantime, because everything's kind of small little steps and easy to knock out, and that will happen. But eventually it's going to come to the point where it's going to be like, oh, well, I don't have anything else to do. And because I don't have the money, because I have to save up for that. Okay, so number one. Oh, wow, that's a long sticker. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, that is. Okay, so yeah, I got that all the way around. Foot swelling went down today. I keep it up for a good hour or so. Oh, I am sorry you're dealing with that, John. I really am. I am really, really happy that Gertie is outside enjoying herself instead of making a nuisance in here. She messed up a few rugs. I had to wash them. They're hanging outside to dry. That is perhaps one of my least favorite things about having Gertie here, is that she's mostly an outdoor dog where she's at. And so letting me know that she's got to use the bathroom is not one of her strong suits. So therefore, there are a lot of rugs that have to be washed around here. And like I said, I got a couple of them hanging out right now to dry. Okay, so these go together. Okay. Ugh. Lack of sleep's catching up with me. A bear nap. Yeah, well, I said trap, didn't I, earlier? Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, you can tell, huh? Oh, God dang, I forgot to mention this. See, I like to think ahead of some talking points, and I think I got it all down, and then, well, I have a day like I did today and forget everything. While I was out yesterday, a friend of mine said, I told them that I was looking for cards for my live streams because currently I've just got like drawers and stuff hanging around all over the table, and it takes up too much room, in my opinion. And, well, to my surprise, I was talking to a friend, and he was like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you should check out Harbor Freight. They've got those kind of cards." I told him what I was looking for. So I went to Harbor Freight yesterday, and sure enough, they had exactly what I was looking for. And so I bought a cart that has 2 shelves on it, and it's perfect for what I want to do for the live streams because it leaves the table freed up and uncluttered. And not only that, I can walk around with it before the live streams, and I can stick the pieces I need for the live stream on there. And then when I'm done, cleanup's easier too because it's all on a cart. So what am I babbling about? I'm just telling you that I got a nice looking cart, and I'm very happy with that. So you guys will, I will put that together. And when I start doing live streams for the city, you'll see that action going on there. Wow, this is a lot of little stickers. Okay. And I think, yep, I am done with this booster. So does it really matter which side I put it on? I think it does, actually. Okay, so there we have it. We've got that, and I'm sure that we're going for the next one. And I don't know who the heck's trying to get a hold of me, and my phone is going off the yin yang there. All right. Okay. Oh, and the baby chicks are growing. I think I told you guys that I can't remember which day last week, but Spencer and I went and, well, I should say I did because he didn't buy them. I bought 6 baby chicks, and they are growing. And believe it or not, they barely had a couple feathers that were starting, and it's only been a little over a week. And they already have several feathers. In fact, most of them are most of them have feathers on their entire wings, but their body none. They still just have that little cute little chicken fuzz. And let's see, no snake predators. No. The reason we don't have snake predators, John, is because with having the cats out there, and I've got a whole, well, I was trying to think of a nice way to put it, but ton of cats out there. Yeah, I've got a whole entire ton of cats out there, John, and they keep the mice population down. And because the mice population's down, it keeps the snakes down. In fact, I've only ever seen a snake out there once, and that was shortly after I moved in. And at the time, I only had 2 cats, and I have to admit, those 2 cats, when it comes to mouse hunting, are completely worthless. But I have since went out and got 2 more cats, and 2 more have showed up that are not mine. So I have just a whole buttload of cats out there. And because I do, there's just not a problem with snakes out there. It's all good. And let's see. I'm looking for one that's got a design on it. And of course, I can't find it. So I think I might have made a mistake and already used it. Yeah, I did. Shoot! Well, I'm not changing it, guys. Actually, yeah, I am. Oh boy. I don't have the fingernails to get that off. Greg, they're for their eggs and their eggs only. Well, shoot. I'm not going to be able to fix this because this is stuck in here, and I don't know how to get that out. I'm thinking about. Oh, maybe I got a set of tweezers over here. Let me get them. Oh my gosh. So you remember how I was telling you earlier that I've had a lot of Bricklink orders? Well, and I also told you that my phone's been going off. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. Well, while I was over there, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. What? No. Oh, son of a gun. I talked myself into the fact that I made a mistake, and come to find out I didn't. Shoot. That's embarrassing. Okay. Well, I just checked because my emails have been going off and my phone's been going off over there since I started a live stream. So I decided to check it real quick, make sure it wasn't anything important. And oh my gosh, I got this guy complaining at me because he didn't get his order. Okay. Then in the next sentence, he says, I don't know how that address got on my PayPal, but that's not my address. So in other words, what he's saying is, yo, dude, you delivered, you sent it to the right place, but I'm just not smart enough to put the right address down, but I want you to somehow fix it. And to that, all I can do is laugh because that is not my problem. If you can't give me the correct address, I cannot help you. All right, let's get this other rocket done. And honestly, that's what I'm going to tell the dude, because the way that PayPal works, and the way that PayPal does their complaint system, he doesn't have a leg to stand on, and PayPal will not refund him his money. They will tell him, sorry, Charlie. And really, how am I supposed to be responsible for you not even putting down your correct address? How am I supposed to know what your correct address is? I would think that's something that you and you alone would know. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be animated about this, but that sort of stuff is the sort of stuff that just drives me nuts. I hate to say it, but people just not being intelligent. And Mrs. Chip says, how many stickers do you have? Too many. That's the answer. No, there's about 15, 16 on here. That's the correct answer. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, and John, I would love to meet Rue, and you need the correct address. Yes. And I don't know. I mean, like, how's that my responsibility on any stretch of the imagination, or what do they call it? Dimension? I mean, what dimension is that my fault? Anyway, sorry. I will forever think that this person just doesn't have all their marbles. And I do get upset about it too, because the minute I tell this guy, hey, look, that's not really my problem, he's not going to just go away and be quiet. He's going to sit there and he's going to argue with me. I already know it. And I don't like arguing. In fact, me and Spencer have been living together for almost a year, and I can tell you in a whole entire year, we've only had 2 really mild arguments that didn't last very long. We just don't argue. I don't like it. So, especially if you're coming at me from a place that you're wrong and you still want to argue with me, I ain't got time for that. And I can't tell you what Mrs. Chip says when she's mad like that, because she uses some colorful language. And but I would like to repeat that language if I could. But I won't. Not here. Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay. So we got a few more stickers that say NASA here. And then we need to put a couple more stickers here. Let's get these on there. All right. And this is the fun sticker, because this is the one where I have to align it with the top here, which is not easy. Okay. Don't think they made it past the 3rd grade. I'm going to agree with you on that, Greg. I mean, seriously, dude. Isn't like the first rule to online ordering is make sure your address is correct in the system? I'm just saying, hey, I don't know. Maybe it's some of that Common Core math they learned in school. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I need to put one of these in there. I don't think they made it past the 3rd grade. No, they didn't. All right. Kind of reminds me of Gran Torino when he goes inside that house, the Asian neighbors next door, and the grandma starts yelling at him in whatever language, and the daughter's like, oh, she said, welcome to our home. And he goes, no, she didn't. And she goes, oh, yeah, she didn't. Kind of the same deal. I love that movie, Gran Torino, by the way. I'm actually really surprised that Clint Eastwood is still around. I mean, he's got to be in his 90s now. He's right up there with Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is in his 80s. And actually, I heard some Chuck Norris jokes, but I will spare everyone Chuck Norris jokes. No, I won't. All right. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. Chuck Norris just stares at books until they give him the information he wants. Okay, sticker number 3. It goes on top here. And I'm trying to get it to line up to right where they have it on the thing. There we go. Sticker's not my strong suit. However, this being black on white makes it really easy. My least favorite, though, is black on black stickers. Oh my gosh, forget about it. It just does not go. Okay. It looks like a Harry Potter magic wand. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. Oh boy, this does not, for whatever reason. Why isn't it going to go in there? There, I don't know. There it goes. All right, let's get this booster little sticker on here. And it goes right here. And of course, the rocket goes here. Yeah, it goes right there, all right. Shoot. Okay. You got to line them up correctly or it just don't work. So, all right. Now that that little mistake has been made, let's see what we can do here. All right. So we have the main part done. It looks like we've got the top here. So let's get that done. And guys, this is the last bag, and I don't want to lose that piece. There we go. Got it. All right. Last bag. So I'm hoping we can just cruise right along to get this done. I think it'd be really cool to have this done. And I have to say, too, even though it has been kind of a long build with the tower, it's still been a fun one. I've still enjoyed it. Let's see. And we got to put this guy up here. All right. I did not sneak ahead this time. Like I said, I took a nice fat nap today, so I really don't know. And actually, or a Doctor Who screwdriver. It's moving along. It sure is, Miss Chip. And I think actually I'm gonna hit Subway after this, because I don't feel like cooking after a day like this. And I can get me a Subway sandwich for about $7. So I think I'll head over there. And that is one of the few things this town does have. This is Subway. Oh, shoot. Let's get her done. Okay. Got a few more stickers to slap on here. And right now, because I'm hungry, I don't care if they're straight or not. I'm just kidding. I actually do. Where are you going to put this? I can't tell you my initial reaction because that getting kicked off YouTube. I'm just kidding, dude. I've got a spot in the basement for it already that I know that I want to put it. I'm putting a lot of my sets in the basement now, and that's mainly because the fact that I don't like a lot of my Legos being out in the shop because it's not temperature controlled, and so I don't want to lose my Legos to weather and heat and that kind of stuff. Like right now, with it being as warm as it is here, I have the a big old fan going. And see, that's that same piece that was being a butthead earlier. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the basement where it's nice and weather temperature controlled. It's never too cool, too hot down there, so perfect spot. I mean, I know this is supposed to be part of the. This reminds me of the R2D2 head right here. It's probably gonna be the lander that it's gonna go on. Okay, so let's do the solar panels real quick. And yeah, we're almost done, guys. And I'm just really happy to have this all come together. This is the exciting part because, you know when you're building it because of the box, you know exactly what it's going to be. But it's these last few steps that really everything starts coming together, and it gets exciting because like this is my last bag, and this has been a long build. I mean, like, what is this bag? 26, 27, something like that. So, okay. So how does this go? Okay, fits in there just like that. And we've got the United States flag. Oh, she scared the crap out of you a few weeks ago. Talking about Rue. And so let's put this on there. Let's put the NASA thing. Yes, that is correct. I thought she ate a sock or a bottle cap. She had distended stomach due to gas. I think I suffer from the same element, John. I'm just kidding. Well, see, they say that it's supposed to go in here, but oh, there it goes. It didn't want to go at first. Okay, so we put the Artemis thing or the launch thing up here. Oh, I see how it's supposed to go. Okay, let's do that. All right. Got a few more stickers here. And by the way, guys, I really thank you for taking a part of your evening out to build this with me and chat and have fun. I always appreciate you guys. You guys are good people. And trust me, there's a lot worse places I could be. So what I mean is bad company, not places. Okay, let's do this here. So, all right, this part, let's switch the camera view. Okay, all right. Yeah, now you guys get to see my ugly mug. All right, let's do this. Okay, and so it has these things. Well, that's stupid. It's not gonna. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, well, it tells me that these are supposed to go around the spaceship. However, it's kind of straining it, getting it on there. Yeah, it strains it to get it on there. Okay, well, I'm not going to then. Oh, well, I was doing it wrong. Never mind. Let me try that again. Reboot. Okay. Okay. So there we have Bad Company, the song. Yeah. Okay. We have a few more pieces, and I'm really hoping that. Oh, okay. So the pieces, they just have a little thing for the when you take the little thing on top for it to rest on, which I'm not going to do. I don't really care about it. So I will build it though, because it's part of it. There you go. Oh, there you go. See it. And, see, now they have another piece that goes inside if you want it to. And I'm not going to take it apart, guys. Instead of having that little moon landing piece, it does this right here. That goes in there instead. Again, I don't care about it, so I'm not going to do it. And then next we've got this guy here. And it sits on a little thing here. And it's got the sticker that tells you all about the space launch system for Artemis. Oh, and these are my favorite, black on black. Okay, yeah, it says Artemis Block 1 core stage. Yeah, it has some bugs. First launch was 16th of September 2022. It is 98 meters tall, which is about 300 feet. Wow, it's 5.75 million pounds. Holy crap, that is heavy. I thought I was big. That tops the cake for me. Anyways, guys, this completes this build. And like I said, this is a 4-part series. So if you missed any of it, it's going to be in a playlist. Please go back and watch it. As always, I do appreciate everyone here. Drop a like button if you would. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below and turn on all notifications. Head to my Bricklink store if you would as well. It helps support the channel. You guys have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you again. And I will catch you cats on the flip-flop.